Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, May 13th, and we are here.
Can you make that bigger?
Can I make what bigger?
Chat. Yeah.
Like this, you
Yeah,
mean?
thank you.
Like physically?
Yeah.
Physically, like make the screen physically larger?
Yeah.
Hold on. There. That also does a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. We're here. If you watched Mal's stream last night, you may also have known that.
May have also
known that. Visited my my parents for Mother's Day. So we were here. We drove down Sunday afternoon? Yeah. Drove back Sunday afternoon and spent the last 2 days chilling here. And it's been very, very nice. And then today, after this stream, getting back in the car and going back to Raleigh, because then I have another stream today. So, and just so I make sure that I announce that.
Yeah. Tonight.
It's not tonight, is it?
This afternoon.
It's late afternoon.
Okay.
At 4 p.m. today, I'm doing a stream for Doom Dark Ages. So, it's going to be fun, presumably. So that's today. So I got to get home to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the only reason I got to get home. I got to get home because that's where we live. We have stuff that we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'll be doing that. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun to be here. We didn't do anything specific.
No.
We just hung out, went to eat some food, at some places.
Drove around.
It was fun. It was nice to just spend time with my folks. We did eat some new places that we hadn't eaten before.
Yeah.
And I do want to talk about one specific one after we read the alerts. But there's a really cool place that Mal found that was very good and very unique. And it's worth...
For the area, yeah.
Especially for the area, but even not. Even if we found it in Raleigh, it'd be oh my goodness. But especially Myrtle Beach, because they don't always have cultural...
It's a lot of chains.
Yeah. People come here on vacation and...
It's brunch or chains.
Yeah. People come here on vacation and they're well, I can only possibly eat at Chili's. It's the only thing my body can process. So we have a lot of chains. But every once in a while there's something that pops up that's truly special. And the place we ate yesterday was really good. All right, let's read some alerts. We got a subscription from KS Badger. Welcome. 31 from Barbarian Rex. Some sort of Eddie.
Kids and elks all go wild for Tiny Eddie's Dune marshmallow and cabbage fluid.
Oh. Elizabeth from Cock 9 says, I need a snack to calm my bus into work is changing next week and all change is bad anxiety. What you got, Eddie? Marshmallow and cabbage fluid.
No thanks.
Well, you like marshmallow fluid.
Do I?
That's marshmallow fluff.
And how often do I eat marshmallow fluff?
But you like it though. If it was in a sandwich or something, you'd be okay.
A sandwich?
Well, a special sandwich that is for that.
And how often do I eat that?
I'm not saying it's often. I'm just saying if it's not Like, if you had a sandwich and it had cabbage fluid, you'd be like, oh no, this is bad. But marshmallow fluff, you'd be like, okay, this is a thing that I wasn't expecting it in this club, but, you know, it's... Marshmallow fluff isn't fluid, it's...
A non-Newtonian fluid?
I think, can we even call it a solid, though?
That's a non-Newtonian fluid.
I think fluff needs to count as a fluid. It really depends on how runny it is. This is gross. We got 68 months from Lickstrom, 57 from Eye of the Siren, 52 from the Relude, 55 from Desi Desitel, 54 from Ryan the Goof, 64 from Queen's Thief, 15 from Secret Fury, 59 from Eli Majoris, 38 from Sama Noir, 33 from Handsome Mama, 32 from Aaron the Anime Almanac, 38 from Wonder J13, 7 from Retro Game Fan, 30 from Brina BX, 76 from Armored Frog, 300 from Gold Mage, who says, as everyone knows, it's 2025, year of the Cyclops, praise Chaz. What have you done to celebrate or mark this year to acknowledge the spirit of the Cyclops? I'm sure that we've honored the Cyclops in some way this year.
Maybe. It's only May.
There's still time. There was a snake in the garage.
What does that have to do with the Cyclops?
Snakes have 2 eyes. Sorry, there's a expression. Okay, 64 months from JDO 1997, 45 months from Aris D57, 41 from Devoid Art, 300 bits from Tokenu, who just writes, Doom. In fairness, today is the most appropriate time for the Doom alert. I do hope that during the Doom stream we get lots of Doom chime. Just like, it'll feel really out of place with like the ding, ding, ding. Looking forward to it. Morning, Haley. We got 500 bits from Chiron8472. It says, hey, Steven, my kid was old enough now that I started rewatching the Skyrim LP. I didn't realize you started your Skyrim LP so close to when you and Mal got married. Yeah, we got married in August, and that LP started in November. So, like, about 3 months. Mal and I had been married about 3 months when that started, which is kind of weird to think about. In the middle of the Skyrim LP, we adopt the kittens, and I think it's mentioned at some point at the end of an episode, and maybe there's a picture shown. It's been a long time. It's been a long, long time. We got 300 from Jet Jet. Says, I have an in-person interview in Champaign, Illinois next week. It's an 8-hour drive, but it's near my brother. I have another interview tomorrow and should be hearing from everywhere else in the next 24 hours. My brain hurts keeping up with everything. But things are happening, so that's good.
Good vibes.
Good vibes all the same. It can be, yeah, if you've got a lot of stuff going on like that, it can just feel inherently overwhelming. But the fact that you have this stuff like lined up is good. Treat yourself, by the way. It's important if you're doing something that's really, really stressful to have something to look forward to. I think that's important. So, like, if I was in your shoes, I'd be like, okay, at this particular point, like tomorrow at whatever time, it's like, I'm going to have a milkshake. So then I'm like going through all of this stuff and I'm like, this is stressful, but I will be having a milkshake tomorrow. But I also am heavily...
It doesn't even have to be food. It could be like, I'm buying a new hoodie.
Sure. Is this because you just bought a new hoodie?
It was $5.
It was $5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
I'm slightly cold and considering going to get it.
Well, there you go. We just had 43 months from Chatterbox 963. Thank you. Okay. I'd rather not eat a hoodie. I mean, it depends. If it's made out of marshmallow fluff or not.
It's not.
Oh. Okay, well. It was from Costco.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why it
had the Death
expensive.
Star.
Has the Death Star?
Yeah, I've told you about that. I've pointed it out. I know I have.
It's a Star Wars hoodie?
No.
Well, then someone's practicing copyright infringement. Can't just make a Death Star hoodie. Oh, here it
When
comes.
they have stuff on clearance, they put a star on the sheets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. At Costco, there's a system where if a product is no longer going to be available, they mark it with a little asterisk. And the hoodie had an asterisk, so it's being marked down because they're getting rid of it and they're not going to carry it again. So the tag was still on it, so the tag is being removed. May the shorts be with you. I mean, it's obviously a light jacket, but like I think it's very good for, especially $5.
Yeah, I'm cold. Perfect.
It's nice to have jackets of various thicknesses. Because, like, that's real thin, but sometimes that's what you want. Honestly, what it is, I think, is sometimes, for me, I'll have a short sleeve shirt on, and there's, like, it's just cold enough that my arms are cold. And then I'm like, oh, but if I have, like, a really thin jacket on, I'm like, I'm good. Alternatively, I could just wear long sleeve shirts, but I don't own those. I own very, very few. I do not own a lot of those.
Last night, I got to watch the hockey game. It was a really good game.
You did your stream, and you did a nail stream,
I painted my nails hockey colors.
and they're hockey colors.
And then I watched the game, and it was a really good game.
Did we win?
We won. It was real great because we were on a power play.
Give me the bird!
And they pulled their goalie. And at some point, I think it was Svechnikov, got over there with an empty net and no one around. It was just like, okay. And then we were up by 3.
How many more rounds?
2 more rounds, but we're not done with this round yet.
Well, how many games left for this round?
At least 1. If we win it,
Oh, because
then the round is over.
it's currently 3-1.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they do a lot of hockey. Mm-hmm. Best of 7 is a lot of games.
Yeah.
That's many games. Watch out for that chicken. It's 500 bits from Vinny G Plays, who says, requesting some good vibes since I'm a little nervous. I'm taking my road test for the first time today. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. I will offer you one piece of advice that is extremely personal advice. Don't forget about the e-brake. The one thing that I got wrong on my road test when I took it was I had to park on a hill. And I parked on the hill and I did not engage my e-brake. And the instructor was like, okay. But that was the only thing, so I still did pass. But the funny thing is that now I use the e-brake like all the time. Like when I park the car, just like when I was growing up, it was but now in the car it's a button,
Yeah.
which is weird. Still, I don't like that, but I don't think we're going back to as much as I would like to, so it's fine. Yeah, I learned from that thing. I did. I did parallel parking fine.
I did not have to parallel.
That is wild to me. I do not understand that. I do not understand that. Private Boater for Christ didn't have to either. Never had to do parallel parking.
See, they drove us around the little route, and if there was a car that was there and it was a good spot to parallel, they would make us parallel, and if there wasn't, we didn't have to.
So at the DMV...
Yeah, I know. They have a setup here.
They have a setup thing that's just like two... Not traffic cones, like they're cement. Like two cement blocks that are the size of a space, and you have to parallel in between those. But the nice thing is you can...
I thought they were just like the barricades.
The barricades?
Yeah, like the 3... Like they look like a runner's hurdle, but they have like multiple vertical or horizontal slats.
Okay, well, when I don't know what they are now, but in 2000 whatever, when I did it, they were like big like, you know how well, no, that's not. It's like a big concrete thing. It doesn't matter. It was a Thursday. But because it was accessible, you could just go do it anytime you wanted.
In practice?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice. So like I would drive over and do it no one would even be there. Like you could do it at night. So I would just go at night, like no one's there at the DMV, and then I could just, do it and make sure that I got it. So when it came time to do it, I did it. But I'm really surprised by how many folks didn't even have to do it. And I'm like, oh. So no one could watch your shame. That's fair. When I lived in Savannah, you have to parallel all the time, and I felt like I had a good handle on parallel parking then, and then didn't live in Savannah anymore, and I felt like that skill kind of faded away until we've lived in Raleigh again. Because if we go downtown, you have to parallel, or bad things are going to happen. The bad thing is you won't park. So, Jade, nothing prepares you for handing your keys to your kid and getting into the passenger seat. I mean, I can imagine that's definitely a new, interesting stress to have to deal with it. Yeah, Renee, amen to that. Tokunut says there's no parking lots. Not really.
We tend to go downtown on weekends, and like there's like a whole area of like downtown.
Yeah.
And street parking is free, but all the lots are privately owned, and you have to pay for those all the time.
Yeah.
So we try to avoid going to those spots.
Yeah, there's lots, but if you park in a lot, you're going to pay like $5 to $10.
Yeah.
And if you park on the street, it's going to be like, 75 cents. So I try to park on the street. So Karen says, do either of you know how to drive stick? Mal does.
Yep.
Yeah.
My first car was.
It's not something I ever...
I made you do it
learned.
once.
Yeah, Mal just wanted to have a laugh at my expense. And did. Because you were like, drive this car. And I'm like, I've never done this. And then she's like, you can't do it.
I drove 2 suburban blocks.
When I was young, actually, my dad drove a stick. And I was probably like 5 or so. And we had this, I'm going to call it a game, although really it's not a game. It's that I would sit in the passenger seat, and my dad taught me like when to shift. So like he was driving the car, obviously, but he would hit the clutch, and I knew if we were like going up or down. So anytime I rode with my dad, I was the one that did the stick. So I probably could learn to do stick without too much difficulty. I understand it conceptually. At least I did when I was like 5. But I've never had a reason to. Because like the car just does it itself.
Yeah.
You can switch our car into manual. Because our car has paddle shifters. Which makes it feel like you're in a Tokyo Drift movie. But actually it's just a Subaru and I never use manual. We had 44 months from Storebot 99, and Natalie Speaks gifted a sub to Purple Pollo. Thank you. All right, I want to talk about that restaurant.
Okay.
So yesterday we got up and we were going to go eat something for brunch, and Mal was looking and she's like, there's this place that is American breakfast and also Turkish breakfast. And I'm like, that's interesting. Let's do that. So there's this place in Myrtle Beach called Zeytin, Zeytin. And exactly as advertised. Very cool place on the inside. A very eclectic collection of menu items. And the food was astoundingly good. So, no, not Satan. I mean, I could be mispronouncing that. I assume that it's Zeytin, Zeytin, but I'm not Turkish. Thank you, Thomas. Good morning. But yeah, it wasn't a fusion place.
No.
It was just, they had both.
I ordered Turkish coffee. It had really good Turkish delight.
Like, my dad had a pretty traditional breakfast with scrambled eggs and pancakes and sausage or whatever. Pancakes were real thick. Like, when I saw them, I was just thinking, Mal would love to eat
Yeah, I
those.
did look at them.
Yeah. I coveted the pancakes. And then I ordered a Turkish breakfast platter, and it had cucumber, tomato, green olives, black olives,
Cheese.
2 different types of cheeses.
A Turkish sausage.
Yes, sucuk, I think is how it's pronounced, sucuk, which is like this mild, soft sausage. It was very good. And then simit, which is bread. And then they serve it with honey and butter. Is that everything that was on that plate? Oh, and eggs. There was 2 over medium eggs. So it was extremely good. I've had all of those things, but not together on a plate before. This is interesting having eggs and cucumber for breakfast. But it was really, really good. And Mal, you had an interesting thing too.
I can't remember the name of it.
Menemen?
Sounds right.
I think it was
But
called.
it was like a tomato-based dish with eggs in it.
It's like they mixed scrambled eggs and tomatoes, and it was almost like a what's that sauce that they'll put on that you can get on pasta that's like a rose sauce or something. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's I can't remember the name of it. It's like a pink, like if you're gonna put sauce on a pasta, and it's like a pink. So close, Chad. Yeah, it's like...
It was tomato and egg, and it came with bread, and you just use the bread to dip and eat it.
Vodka sauce? Is that what I'm thinking of? It's pink, and it's a tomato sauce, but it's lighter, and I don't know what is in it that makes it lighter. Cheese.
Alfredo.
Oh my god, yeah, it's that. That makes so much more sense. Anyway... It was eggs in the Menemen, but that was good. I had some of Mal's. Mine was better, but yours was also very good.
Yeah, but I got coffee, and that was the best part.
I did have a sip of the coffee, and it was really good coffee. Didn't you? Do you have a photo of the coffee?
It's on my Instagram.
Okay.
You want me to put it in mod?
It's easier for them because if you can't just copy something off of Instagram, you have to like inspect element, and then you can pull it off. So it'd be easier if you just post it. Come on, yes I can. They don't do the thing where it's like you can just copy an image. You have to like disable the thing. Anyway, I'll put it into the queue so we can show at least the coffee. So, did I do it too fast?
Is it not set up on this computer?
That's not a thing. It's not a computer thing. It's alert stage. It'll work.
There it is.
Look at that. Comes with a little piece of Turkish delight.
It was good Turkish delight, because we had Turkish delight in Greece, and it was not good, but that was very good. And I did flag down someone I think was the owner, and I was like, there's something in this that looks like a nut. What is it? Because I'm just a little concerned. And she's like, what can't you have? And I'm like, peanut. And she goes, okay, it's walnut. Is that okay? It's like, yeah, it's okay. And it was very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a sip of it, and I was like, "Ooh." So, yeah, if you're in the, I saw someone earlier was like, I'm in Myrtle Beach right now. I got a recommendation for you.
Yeah. Was it sell your family to the White Witch good? Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, bye. See you later.
It was homemade there on site. Because she
Yeah.
was like, sometimes I put pistachio in it. She said, but this one is walnut.
Yeah, it was all very, very good. So, I'm always down to find something new and different or whatever. I don't remember what we ate Sunday night. Do you?
No.
All right. Oh, another thing that we did is it's been forever since we walked around Coastal Grand Mall.
SITE site, like on location.
Player's Choice is in the other mall. Player's Choice is in Myrtle Beach Mall. So there's no reason to go to any other mall ever. But it was raining all day yesterday, and we wanted to kill a little time, so we went to Coastal Grand, which is the other mall. In fairness, it's the mall that has more things alive.
It does have more things.
Like, it's actually a mall. The Player's Choice mall only really has Player's Choice. Which is fine. And at this other mall, they put in a giant complex. It's called Stars and Strikes. I'm sure it's a chain. But it was a
arcade.
It was a
bowling
big arcade,
alley.
bowling alley, laser tag, food place. They probably have them in other places, but it was neat. They had a Stepmania machine, which was nice. So we got to play that a little bit. And I don't know, there's just quite a few things there. Roland!
Morning, Roland.
Yes. Roland, that was a neat place, but also I went by the other game store, because there's another game. I mean, I don't know when it went in, but there's a game store, another game store in Myrtle Beach called the Game Room.
That's when you were cheating on Roland.
Yeah, that's when I really cheated on Roland. But that store, like their original store, is in North Charleston, and Mal and I went there years and years ago, and it was a fascinating store. Like the stock that they had didn't feel correct. It felt like someone's personal game collection that was being sold. Because it was, every system was just...
Stars and Strikes in Raleigh? Where?
Is there? Neat. Anyway, so we stopped by there and we were looking at some of the stuff. They had a pretty good selection of video games, but it was mostly like statues of Naruto or whatever. which is fine if you're looking for statues of Naruto, but I'm not. Oh, we do have a Stars and Stripes, so how about that? Neato. And we were talking to the guy who was in there, and we were like, yeah, we collect video games. He's like, yeah, we have a pretty good selection. He's like, North Charleston's better. He's like, have you been to Player's Choice? And Mal and I were just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we're familiar with Player's Choice. He's like, yeah, we when people come here and they're looking for more games, he's like, we send them to Player's Choice, and he said sometimes Player's Choice will send people, over here, and I'm like, I see. So, this is a pretty nice store. It's it's like a quarter of the size of Player's Choice. Mm-hmm. Player's Choice is huge, but it was neat. The one thing that was strange is that they did have more 3DO games than I've ever seen in one place in my entire life. There's like 30 3DO games, like complete 3DO games. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, Vagabond, so too. No, it was like 30, which is just wild.
Yeah.
At this point, you almost never see 3DO games, period. Mm-hmm. So seeing 30 in one place is like, what happened here? So that's probably someone that was collecting them and sold them all off, because that's not a thing. Problem with 3DO is that like all of the games are like $80. No thanks. Pass. Wait 30 months from a Maya A. Appreciate it. Thank you. Aldo, did you buy them? We don't own a 3DO.
Nope.
And probably shouldn't.
No, we should not.
Probably should not. We got some Super Nintendo games from Roland, and we're almost halfway on that library. We're closing in on that. We did not get PS2. We did not. Thomas, $80 is the normal game price. In 1995 and in 2025. It's fine. Anyway, we've had a good time. It's been fun to be here. We ate large grapes.
Large grapes.
Probably done some other things. So, why PS2 library big? I didn't make it. It's because they've never stopped. So, I mean, they did stop eventually, but like for a long time they didn't stop. That's why there are so many. Midnight says, theoretically, which library would be cheaper to complete, 3DO or PS2? 3DO. Almost certainly. I don't know how many games there are for that, but there's like about 2,000 PS2 games, and they're all pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Or a lot of them are expensive, so I would say 3DO is probably cheaper. That's my guess. We got.
Oh, I like that concept, Renee.
No more new games until you play the ones you have. Oh, I think I would be done. I don't think I could ever buy another game, because it would take me the rest of my life to try and play the ones that we have. That's certainly a concept. We got 43 months from El Simi. Appreciate it. Is there anything else notable that we did?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. I don't know. I guess we're done. But I don't think anything else happened.
We do have to pack up and drive, so.
Yeah. Yeah, bye, I guess. We are going to, like I said, we're going to be back in Raleigh today because I am doing the Doom stream. I can't run beans, so someone else has to run it. I don't have a bean button here. Bean button's at home. Thank you. Roll out of town. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Things that are coming up.
Yeah, things that are coming up. Doom at 4. So please watch Doom at 4. And tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Trico.
Yeah, Last Guardian.
Trico.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Trico. Trico is the cat bird dog. That first VOD's already out, so you can check it out if you want to be caught up for tomorrow. It's very interesting. It's also a very short game, so it's probably going to be a 3-stream game, so it'll be pretty short.
I have a painting out, 2 paintings.
Yes, there's 2 paintings up for auction, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, like breakfast stream Thursday, and then
Painting
Friday, and
Odyssey Friday.
Odyssey Friday, and I think that's
Yeah.
all of the things that we need to know.
Those are all the things.
If you haven't seen the New York City vlog, that's out. So that's bad, not bad.
That's bad, not bad.
I'm having a good brain day. I've been sleeping great, having a good brain day every day. Yeah. I need to get home, and I need to take a shower, ideally, and then get ready for Doom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a little warm. I think that's my big thing, is I've just been a little bit warm
Sleeping.
sleeping.
Yeah.
The New York vlog is out. That's bad. Stephen George 2025. We also had 80 months from Phelps out. All right, before my brain gets destroyed any further, I'm going to end this stream a little earlier than we normally would, and that's fine, and get started on our drive back home. Thank you all for being here. I hope that you have a good Tuesday. I hope to see some of you in a little bit. This is what, 6 hours?
Yeah.
In about 6 hours. It takes half that time to get home. And we'll see we'll see you then.
Yeah. For Doom.
For Doom. Doom time. Not to be confused with Doom Chime.